Have to do. That a new perfume?
You noticed. I happen to have brought back an entire array of aromatic luxuries. I'm going to pamper you like you have never ever been pampered in your entire life. It's called aromatherapy. And you're going to love the way it makes your body feel.
Well, I tell you, let's head upstairs and give it a try. I'll forget the phone. Let Nigel get it.
Buchanan residence, Alexander Buchanan speaking. Oh, it was wonderful. Yes, I'll be there as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wait, what do you mean you'll be there as soon as you can? You just got home. We're heading upstairs.
Oh, sweetheart, darling,
Hey, whoa. Who was that on the phone? Alex, you've been in the door 2 minutes. You're already heading out. That means you're up to something. Now, what is it?
You know, for somebody who says that he hasn't played in months, you sure haven't lost your serve.
It feels good to be out, doing stuff. Thanks for dragging me out here, and thank you for losing every set.
You know, you try to be nice to a guy, you let him win a couple, and then he has no pity.
What is it? Oh, Todd.
Yeah, our newest member. Check out the suit.
Probably wears a new one every day with the price tag showing so as to impress people.
It's really kind of sad, you know? He thinks just because he inherited millions, he can buy anything he wants, including respect.
So let me get this straight. Victor Lord would buy up competing newspapers just so we could shut them down?
After he'd extracted the best features or columnists and used them to build up the banner.
What a vampire.
Well, let's say he made sure he got whatever he wanted.
Including you.
Actually, yes. I was a young reporter working on the Daily Gazette when he bought it and dismantled it, and he moved several of us over to the Banner. I continued working for him for many years. Enjoyable years, I might add.
Good. Because I want you to come work for me.
This just came for you, senora. Is there anything else you need?
Oh, no, thank you, Carlota. I was expecting this. Oh, this is what it is. Yes. Dissociative identity disorder in America. This is... Oh, wait a minute. Right, gatekeeper personality. That personality whose role it is to be in control of the switching process of one alternate personality to another. So Jean is the gatekeeper, but she's hardly in control. 2 alters got out yesterday. What if Jean can't stay in charge? If Vicky gets out, she'll try and reopen her father's murder trial all over again. And Jean never said for sure that the diary had been destroyed. Vicky has to stay asleep. Jean has to stay in control. By Martin Goldman? Could it be my Martin Goldman? What a brilliant idea.
Oh, Tina's children, they... Honestly, I just hate this. I hate it. Hate it. Just keep calm. Stay in control.
Father, no, please.
Come on, Dad, pick up the mess we made. Whoa. Aunt Vicky already cleaned it up. Thank you, Aunt Vicky. Sorry we didn't pick it up before we left.
That's quite all right, children. Everything's nice and tidy now.
What's that?
What's what?
Behind your back. What is it? What are you hiding from us, Aunt Vicky?
I'm not hiding anything. This is just my overcoat. I forgot to hang it up when I came home yesterday.
It'll get all wrinkled.
Yes, indeed, won't it? And you know how fussy Aunt Vicky is about keeping things tidy.
You didn't used to be.
What? What do you mean, CJ?
You used to let us make a mess. You used to tell Mommy that's what little kids do. It's all right, just let them have fun. But not anymore.
Well, perhaps that's because you're not little kids anymore, are you? Now is the time to learn to keep things neat and tidy.
We're gonna make a scrapbook for Mommy for Easter. Wanna help?
Oh, no. Your Aunt Vicky is very busy, but you two go on ahead.
You helped us last Easter. You never do anything with us anymore. Why are you mad at us, Aunt Vicky?
So when I saw your name as the author of this chapter in this fascinating book, I just couldn't let the chance slip by. I had to call the eminent Dr. Martin Goldman and see if you still remember me.
Oh, remember you? How could I forget my old lab partner from med school?
Oh, I can hardly set up a slide without thinking of you.
Is that true?
Well, you saved my life in that course, remember?
Mainly what I remember is a gorgeous woman looking at me with these wonderful doe-like eyes and asking for my help. Oh, after that, well, I was your slave.
Why, Martin, I had no idea.
No, you probably didn't. You had the rest of the male student body at Penn to fight off. But it is a thrill to hear your voice.
Oh, thank you. You too.
And it's just amazing that you ran across my chapter on the gatekeeper personality. What in the world prompted you to pick up that book?
Well, I just find the whole subject of multiple personalities or dissociative identity disorder so fascinating. And, well, I just had to call you and tell you how brilliant I think your work is. And I confess, I kind of wondered if maybe I couldn't see you.
Well, I like that even more than the compliment. So, when should we do this getting together thing?
I'm kind of into immediate gratification. Why don't you just drop everything and come on over?
Well, I would love to. What is your address over there?
Really? Oh, wonderful. 202 Lincoln Terrace. I bought the old Saybrook mansion. Kind of made it livable again. I am really looking forward to seeing you, though. Are you a coffee or a tea drinker? Or, excuse me, I'm going to have to run. There's a problem with one of the servants or something. But yes, see you later. Bye.
Dorian?
Well, hello, Blair. My goodness, don't you look wonderful?
Well, thank you, and you don't look too shabby yourself.
Thanks. You know, it is so good to see you, and I really am glad that you dropped by like this, but because I am very interested in finding out about your new business and your new husband and all of that, but I am right in the middle of something.
Oh, well, don't worry, this won't take long. I just wanted to bring you something from Todd and me.
Goodness me, Todd, you want me to work for you?
You got it.
Well, I'm very touched, thank you, but there is something perhaps you don't realize. I do have a fine position with a firm in New York.
You're a publisher, right? Got people working for you?
Yes.
Well, why don't you put one of them in charge and you can still come here work for me?
Well, I thank you for your vote of confidence, but I'm afraid I can't do that. Okay, I'd be very happy to continue advising you about your literary holdings. That is what I was doing for your
I don't want that kind of advice. I know what I want to keep and I know what I want to sell. By the way, I'm selling Independent Woman.
What? No, that's an extremely lucrative magazine. Don't sell that.
I'm going to sell it. I need the cash.
But you see, Independent Woman is a steady source of income. It practically runs itself.
I don't want a business that runs itself. I'm going to run The Intruder, and I need some cash to turn it around.
You're actually planning to run the paper yourself?
Yeah, why not? I'm going to make it into something. I mean, there's no reason why the Banner should be the only newspaper anybody respects in this part of Pennsylvania. Is there?
No, I suppose not.
Oh, and don't worry, I'm not going to give you that same kind of trash that Dorian had. I'm talking about quality here. And I hope you'll work for me.
You hardly know me or my work.
Yeah. I know that Victor thought you were good. I mean, that's why I hired you in the first place. That's why he made you the executor of the trust. And I think you still miss the newspaper business. I saw it in your eyes when you were just talking about it. So what do you say? Want to come turn a paper around?
Well, I'm very flattered, but, No, it's out of the question.
You're saying no to me.
I'm afraid so. Look, I'd strongly advise you not to sell Independent Woman, and, I'd also advise you to rethink any idea of becoming a publisher. And without any experience, I'm afraid you'd fail, and rather quickly, too. Now, I'm sorry I have to run. I'm late for another appointment. Good luck.
Come on. Quit staring at Todd Manning. Don't let him get to you. He's a jerk.
Yeah, except now he's rich. So he's a dangerous jerk.
Look, come on. Let's go back to Lanford, get those books, and go to the library. Thank you very much.
Well, if it isn't the cub reporter, Kevin Buchanan, of the Penn Police.
Todd?
Hey, well, I guess you've heard from your old man by now that I'm not selling your family the intruder.
Yeah, I heard. Why not?
Well, because I'm going to turn it around. So I guess you boys over at the Banner better look out.
For what? What are you going to make the intruder a competitor?
You got it.
Todd, it's a supermarket rag.
Man, you have got to screw loose, Manning.
Sure, go ahead, laugh. I mean, you and your family may be on top of things now, but you're forgetting something.
Oh, yeah? What is that?
Victor Lord doesn't run the Banner anymore.
So?
So, when the going gets tough, you might just find out what Victor Lord's bastard son is capable of.
What is this? What are you, Victor Lord, return to Earth or something?
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Alex, stop avoiding me. Who was that on the phone?
My real estate broker.
And you promised to run after her? She means more than you than spending some time with your husband, who's been sleeping alone in a cold bed for a whole week?
Nobody means more to me than my husband. And I'm prepared to show you that anytime.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
Why don't you go upstairs and get ready? And I'll show you how I can pamper you with juniper, mint, chamomile.
Sounds like an aisle in a supermarket. Look, get on the phone and cancel your meeting with the broker. I'm going to tell Nigel we're locked in for an afternoon of aromatherapy.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll find that very intriguing. So when I get back, I'll show you how you can smell your way to heaven.
What do you mean when you get back? I meant we go upstairs right now, not after you see your woman real estate broker.
Well, darling, she just left her office, and I can't possibly cancel the appointment now. I can't reach her.
What the hell is this? I send you away for a week to relax, to stop you from planning and plotting your way into trouble. You come back with a whole scheme already in the works.
It's not a scheme. It's a plan. It's a vision, and it's going to work.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at either one of you. It's just that this has been a very sad and a very busy time for me. And you see, if I were to help you with your scrapbook, looking at all those old pictures, it might just make me sadder, okay? Where is your mommy?
Oh, she went to her head doctor.
Oh, yes.
Does the head doctor give you shots?
No, the head doctor doesn't give your mommy shots, no. And he's not called a head doctor. He's called a therapist. What he does is he talks to your mommy and he makes her feel better.
Good, my mommy wants to be happy. Thank you, little sister.
You're quite welcome, children. Well, now, I have many things to do. Well, where is Kim? I mean, she is looking after you, right?
Oh, she's in the kitchen with Lois and the cook.
I see. Well, Why don't you run on in there and see if there isn't something you can do to help her? There might even be cookies in
Yummy,
there.
yummy, yummy, yummy.
Cookies. Oh, insufferable, sticky children. Keep control. Stay in control. Victoria needs you to be in control. She can't come back yet. Not yet. Maybe never.
$200,000? Honey, that's how much I lent you to start your new business.
Yes, it was, and it was greatly appreciated, too. But, I mean, now that Todd has money, well, we've decided to finance Melidor ourselves.
All right. It is your business.
Yes, it is.
I gotta tell you, I really admire the speed with which you got your name printed on these checks.
Don't start, all right? For your information, it was Todd's idea to make it a joint checking account.
Mm-hmm. Just like it was his idea for the two of you to get married?
Yes?
Oh, Blair. I worry about you sometimes. I really do.
Well, don't. In fact, your niece here is doing just fine.
So I see. And I'm really very happy about it. After all, yours is the only wedding gift I've received.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows why you married David Vickers. Look, and I'm not saying, I think it's great. You're married, he can't testify against you, and you can't be faced with that murder charge again, especially after that little incident that happened down at the police station in the evidence room yesterday. I read all about that in the banner all over the place.
Yeah. You know, they might as well call that newspaper the Daily Liar. Clint Buchanan writes that article, prints it, and makes it sound as if I'm responsible when really I had nothing to do with it.
Well, no, it didn't say that you were responsible, but it did say that the evidence that got your murder charge dropped is missing. You know, if that little diary isn't there, then they just can't reopen your case now, can they?
That's right.
Oh, and that is so neat. But I would say that stealing evidence is a little bit risky, don't you think?
Blair, I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, excuse me. I think you did marry David, and the evidence is now missing. I think it's very, very obvious, Dorian.
Excuse me, I want you to stop making these accusations right now. Now, I told you I had nothing to do with it, and I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Right. Fine, Dorian. You had nothing to do with it. Just as long as everything turned out just like you wanted it. Look, believe it or not, I do care about you, too. But have a seat, because I have a very big question I want to ask you now.
I can't wait.
Okay, this is it. You ready? Mm-hmm. How much did David cost you?
That is so touchy. David and I got married out of a mutual sense of respect.
Please. Look, we are both big girls, Dorian. We both know that David was ready to jump through hoops to get to my husband's inheritance. So, the way I look at it is I think you probably had to cough up plenty. So, how much? Tell me.
All right. Since we're both big girls, I have some advice for you. Watch your back.
What does that mean?
Dear, you may be feeling very cozy now that Todd's millions are in a joint bank account. But the guy is very troubled. And he has a very troubled past. Now, my guess is that he is crazy in love with his beautiful new wife. But I also guess that you don't love him very much at all.
What's your point?
Be careful. Things can turn ugly real fast. And remember that old saying, a woman who marries for money pays for it the rest of her life.
She wanted a piece of the pie.
I'll get what's coming to me.
And she's got the recipe for revenge.
I don't think she'll rest until we are destroyed.
But exposing the truth may be the icing on the cake.
Let's teach Kendall a lesson she'll never forget.
All My Children on ABC Daytime.
I think you have my marriage confused with yours. See, I'm the one who's happy with a baby on the way.
Blair, you're pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, I see.
You see what?
That's how you got Todd to marry you.
We decided it was the best thing for the baby. That was long before either one of us knew about the inheritance. So get the smirk off your face, all right? Todd is a good man.
Oh, please. Reality check. We are talking about a convicted rapist here.
Oh, excuse me. Well, at least my husband didn't pretend to be someone else, stealing someone else's $28 million.
Just get off your high horse, all right?
My high
yes,
horse?
do a little thinking and try to remember something.
What?
All right? Life is a continuous cycle, Blair. Something that is up one day can be down the next.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for those words of wisdom. Gee, I might take them and make a sampler for my wall.
Look, we both married the men that we did for the reasons that we did, and we will just have to suffer the consequences. But look, let's remain honest between ourselves, okay? Shall we? Carlotta, I'll get it.
Hey, Blair here?
Yes, Todd, she is. Come on in. Blair, look who's here, your new husband.
Well, well, hey there, handsome. I was just telling Dorian about us expecting.
Yes. Well, let me have a look at the newlywed couple. Yes, yes, you look quite handsome together. Well, what can I say? Welcome to the family, Todd.
Get this straight, Dorian. I'm not a part of your family. No way, no how.
Kevin, you gotta quit grinding your guts about Todd Manning.
I got a history with this guy, Joey.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is you gotta get over it, all right?
Hey, Todd is the one who stood by and let me be accused of a crime that he knew I didn't commit. He was going down. He was perfectly willing to take me with him. Out of spite. He came that close to ruining my life. Not to mention what he did to Marty and to Powell. So, yeah, I see him out, wandering around in his fancy new clothes and driving his new car, acting like he's master of the universe. Yeah, I think it's disgusting.
Well, something certainly has you excited.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. I'm sorry. Was I yelling?
Oh, no, no. Although it's obvious that Todd Manning can certainly rile you up. What happened?
We ran into him at the club. He's a member now. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you know what he said? This guy, he thinks that he's Victor Lord, returned to rule the earth. What?
He's back.
Yeah. He thinks that he's Victor Lord, come back to life or something, and now he's planning to do everything that Grandpa Victor did.
That's what he said, Mom. He told us both. He said he's going to turn the intruder into some sort of paper just like the Banner. Yeah. Can you believe that guy?
Hey, Mom, neither one of us ever really knew Grandpa Victor, but he wasn't just a ruthless businessman, was he? I mean, he had a vision for the paper, right? I'm sure he must have stepped on a few people's toes, to get his way, but he wasn't just low-life scum like Todd, was he? He didn't just go around wrecking people's lives and then not even give a damn.
I don't really want to talk about Victor Lord.
Are you okay?
Don't touch me! I can't stand it. Don't touch me.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
You and your real estate woman are having a meeting on the arts complex, aren't you?
Absolutely not. It's just, well, she did happen to find the right piece of property in the right location. It's the right size.
I know it. Where?
It's in East Grandview, around Angel Square.
The area is no good. It's been going downhill for years.
That's why the price is so affordable. And there's this old community center there that's just all dilapidated that needs to be torn down, plus some old dilapidated houses. But
Alex, a bad deal. You don't want to get involved in throwing poor people out of their houses and then building a place for rich people to sit around and listen to the opera.
Well, everyone is going to like it once it's finished. And I have a few key...
No, blast it, Alex. You've been working on this since you've been at the spa, haven't you? You just can't let go.
I have not been working on this at the spa, and don't grit your teeth like that. It's not good for you. And Lily was just doing what I told her. I told her how to proceed, and I told her to do her job. That's all.
Then you tell her to stop. How many times have I told you? When city government plans something, you do it in the open. You cannot make any secret land deals. You'll end up in trouble. And if you're in trouble, I'm in trouble.
You didn't expect me to just retire when I came back from the spa, did you, darling? Especially after you helped me become the chief liaison to the mayor. Besides, you happen to be my role model.
What?
I did do some thinking while I was at the spa about my political career, and I decided that you were right. I have got to be smarter. I have got to be more careful. And I'm going to operate the way that you do. That way, I know I'll be a success.
That means you're not going to talk to the real estate woman about the arts complex.
That's right. When I get back, I'm going to show you how aromatherapy can change your life.
If you're not going to see your broker about Angel Square, where are you going?
Mom? Are you okay?
I'm sorry, Mom. I was just going to give you a hug.
It's all right. I'm terribly sorry. I apologize. I apologize to both of you.
What is wrong with you?
I don't really know. I think everybody's asking me questions today and asking me to help with projects and to take time out to play. Well, I can't. I mean, I can't do it. Not today. Today is the day I have decided to go back into the office. I'm going back to work.
You know, you don't have to do that, Mom. I mean, Dad has everything under control down
I'm
at the
quite
Banner.
sure he does. But I'm going.
Well, Mom, do you think that's such a good idea? I mean, you said that after Sloan died, you weren't going to force it. And
Joseph, I told you that I am fine, and I told you that I am going. I would think that my word has some sort of meaning here, in my own home. Excuse me, my briefcase is upstairs.
What was that?
Todd, you may not want to be part of my family, but the way I look at it, we are related by marriage. Twice, come to think of it. So, I intend to make the best of it. Congratulations on your marriage, on the baby that's on the way. My goodness, it really seems like a lot of nice things are happening to you lately.
Yeah, no thanks to you and your husband.
In no way was I involved in David's misguided attempt to get your inheritance.
Oh, I see. So if he had gotten his hands on all my millions, I guess you just would have turned up your nose, huh?
You know, you guys, why don't we all just sit down and look into the future, Todd, please?
Yeah, sure. I suppose, Dorian, I ought to be grateful to you.
For what?
Well, Victor Lloyd could have lived a lot longer. He could have changed his mind about the trust, and I would have been left high and dry. I'm glad you bumped him off.
I didn't kill Victor.
Whatever. Anyway, I should thank you for giving me my start in the newspaper business.
Todd is very excited about owning The Intruder.
Until he sells it to the Banner.
Oh, no, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to run it.
Oh, you are?
What's wrong, Dorian? You don't think I'm up to it?
No, I don't think you are. I think if you try to play publisher, you're going to fall flat on your face.
There is only one man that owns my heart.
Like a moth to the flame.
This is grossly unfair manipulation, Lucy.
He's addicted to her love.
You're talking to a man who is being driven systematically out of his mind.
General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
I just love it when you're so protective like this.
I am not being protective, Alex. I'm asking you a question. Why would you want to see a real estate lady when you told me you're not going to talk to her about this arts complex?
Well, for two reasons. One, she is my friend, and she has been working awfully hard for me. And it would be awfully rude, since she's already left her office, for me not to show up.
She'll get over it.
And the other reason is that she has found a buyer for my old apartment.
Why would you want to sell that place now?
I have a home, my own, very own Alexandria. Besides, I could use the money.
You don't need money, Alex. Forget it.
Forget money? Is this my Ace Buchanan talk?
Anything you need, I will give you. You know that. All you have to do is ask.
What if I don't want to ask all the time? I mean, what would be wrong with you letting me sell my apartment so that I have a little extra pin money for myself? How would it be to have an independent woman in your arms because she wants to be there, not because she needs to ask you for anything? Isn't that what you really want? Independent woman who's beautiful and wants to be with you.
Frankly, Todd, if you want my advice about the intruder...
I don't.
Todd?
You know what, Dorian? I got news for you.
What's that?
I'm going to do something for that paper that you could never quite do.
What, make money out of it? I can tell you, I made so much off that rag. But then again, I knew what I was doing.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm going to turn that paper into something that people can respect, people can look up to, people can trust.
Well, good luck. I think when reality bites, you're going to be a lot less cocky.
I don't need luck. I've got brains, I've got millions. I know what I want, I'm going to go get it.
You sound just like Victor Lord.
You know, guys, why don't we just maybe have some tea, take a deep breath?
And since you inherited Victor's ruthless streak, along with his millions, I think you're going to understand when I say I no longer wish to have you live in my penthouse rent-free.
Wait a minute, Dorian. Now that is a cheap shot here. I just gave you back $200,000 that you invested, and Todd is picking up Mother's hospital bills now that you were traipsing off to Europe and completely forgot, and now that your nose is just a little bit bent out of shape, you're accusing us of freeloading?
If the shoe fits.
Dorian!
Forget it. Forget her. Look, I got something I got to show you. Let's get out of here.
Fine, let's go.
You know something, Dorian? I read once that I was supposed to say something nice to somebody when I left their house, so... Wow. Well, hope you stay out of prison.
Same to you.
You know, I was kind of hoping that Mom would be getting back to normal by now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, grief is, it's different every time, Joey.
Yeah, but that's not grief. I went to give her a hug, and she acted like I touched her with a live wire.
Yeah, I know. She's been acting really cold lately. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, like she doesn't seem to care.
Hmm. It's not like her at all.
I'm beginning to think that Mom needs help.
What do you mean, professional help?
Something, yeah. Maybe we should, bring it up with Dad.
Yeah, sure. It's just, oh, man, I hate to mention therapy to her, She's been through so much. Maybe she just wants to let sleeping dogs lie and get on with her life.
Yeah, well, maybe therapy is the only way.
Yeah, it could be. Why don't we just keep an eye on her for now?
Yeah, you got that right.
Just what I need. Everyone watching me.
How was that for an independent woman, hmm?
That was great. But you know what I really like, Alex?
What?
I don't know, when you ask me for money and little favors. I really like taking care of you.
I like taking care of you, too. And that's what I'm gonna do when I get back.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. I'm
gonna slide you into my dreams. And you'll slide me into yours. And then in the morning, we'll feel so refreshed we'll have to start all over again.
Why can't we start now?
Because I made that silly appointment with that lady. I can't leave her.
Okay. Oh, Alex. You know, if the buyers seem eager, jack up the price.
That's Maisa.
By the way, who are you selling the apartment to?
I don't know. Some young couple.
Oh, my God, Todd. This place is fabulous. I love it. I love it.
Oh, man, it's really foggy.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I bet you the view at night, this place would knock your eyes out.
I hate fog.
Just get with the program here. Todd, do you really want to buy this place?
Yeah, that's why we're here. If you want it, we'll take it.
If I want it, I want this place so bad I can taste it. Just look at all those windows.
Okay, great. I'll tell the real estate babe to get a move on. We'll go tell Dorian to take a flying leap.
God, can you believe Dorian today? I mean, she was so crabby. And did you see all those psychology books she had sitting out on her desk?
Well, maybe she's going crazy. She wants to save a few bucks on doctor bills.
That's very funny. But she's too mean to go crazy. Look, I don't want to talk about Dorian right now. I want to talk about this beautiful, gorgeous, incredible place here that we are going to own.
Wait till you hear who we're buying it from.
Who?
Alex Buchanan.
Permiso, señora. Is Mr. Vickers going to be here for dinner this evening?
Not likely, Carlotta. He's gone to New York to do some shopping, so goodness knows when he'll decide to return.
Is everything all right? I mean, the police were here the other day, but they haven't come back?
Carlotta, I know that you worry about me. And I do appreciate it, except don't, all right? Now then, did you make those hors d'oeuvres with the little mushrooms?
Sí, señora, and they'll be ready in 10 minutes. Oh, and las empanadas también.
Oh,
I hope you and your old friend from medical school will enjoy them.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Oh, you check on those hors d'oeuvres, and I'll go answer the door.
Sí, señora.
Muchas gracias.
Wow. Gorgeous, as always.
Oh, come on in. Dr. Goldman. You haven't changed at all.
Well, neither of you. Love your house.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll give you a tour. Later?
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, can I get you something to drink?
No, not right yet. Thanks. Oh. My. A veritable library on multiple personality.
Yes. I find the whole subject so fascinating, though it is rather heavy reading, considering how long it's been since we were in medical school, or that I've practiced medicine, for that matter. But your chapter, that book, I mean, it's the best.
Thanks. But, Dorian, why this sudden interest in multiple personality disorder?
Just relax and be Victoria. Hello, everyone. It's so good to be back at the Banner. Oh, it's fine. Certainly easy enough.
CJ, what are you doing in that closet?
Oh, I was just looking for more old pictures of Mommy and Daddy for the Easter scrapbook we're making for them.
Aunt Vicky doesn't ever want you to go in that closet. Do you hear me? There is nothing in there for children.
Yes, there is, Aunt Vicky. Look what I found.
No, you can't have her! You are never to play with this doll! Do you hear me? Never! Never!